Welcome to Dude with a Fork. My name is Ken. I hope you're all doing well. On today's episode of Ken Try Stuff, we are trying Michelina's pepperoni pizza, which I have never seen before. So I was very excited because I did taste test the Great Value frozen pizzas that microwave, and they're pretty good. This one says it microwaves in 2 minutes. Those are in 3. It does say let stand for 2 minutes before consuming. So a lot of these microwave meals don't get a lot of love on the internet because I think people are just cooking them wrong, because there are very specific instructions here. So this was $1.17, and it looks really good. And I've been impressed so far that the Michelina's meals tend to look a lot like what you see on the box, unlike some of the soups. So let's look at the nutrition information. Serving size is one pizza. That'll get you 400 calories. You get 17 grams of fat, which is 22% of your daily value because cheese, pepperoni, etc. 6 grams of sat fat, 4 grams of polyunsaturated, and 6 grams of monounsaturated fats, which I think is good. Cholesterol is 15 milligrams, so 5%. Sodium, 820 milligrams, 36%. It's a third of your daily sodium. Try getting 400 calories, so this will tide you down for a while. 48 grams of carbs, so definitely not keto friendly. 2 grams of fiber, 3 grams of sugar, a gram of added sugar, probably in the pizza sauce, 4% of vitamin D, 10% of calcium, 15% of iron, 8% of potassium. It's not bad nutritionally for something that was $1.17. I can live with that. Long list of ingredients here because, of course, and it does say it contains a bioengineered food ingredient, which is probably the wheat that is in the crust. And it does have cooking guidelines 3 different ways. Conventional oven, which is 450, 9 to 11 minutes. I do not have that kind of patience. Toaster oven at 450 for 10 to 12 minutes. I also do not have that kind of patience. Microwave oven. Excuse me. Microwave oven. 1200 watt. Remove pizza from carton and wrapper. Place the pizza on a microwave-safe plate. Microwave pizza on high for 2 minutes. If cheese blend is not fully melted after 2 minutes, cook for an additional time in 10-second increments or until cheese is fully melted. Let stand for 2 minutes before consuming. And that right there, I think, is where people mess up. They look at it after 2 minutes and they're like, it's not done, and they just slam an extra minute on it and walk away, and you have to pay attention. So I'm going to go grab a plate and we'll get this out. Of course, I need to go grab a plate because I'm never prepared for these things. There we go. I love the design on this plate. It's just a simple red circle, and it's got all these little diamonds over here. It's Corel, of course. So it's very simple looking, but yet kind of fancy. So let's open this box up here. Is there a tab anywhere? Nope. So just rip it open like you're a hungry raccoon. Oh my, that's really tiny. Well, now I need scissors because it's wrapped in plastic. I should have realized that. Aha. So, I mean, sure, you could tear the plastic off and maybe not make a mess. I could tear the plastic off. I guarantee you I would make a complete and total mess of this. There would just be little bits and pieces of pizza all over the place. So, all right, so we do have a couple of pieces that stayed here in the plastic. And I forgot, how many ounces is this? It's 5.2 ounces. I forget what the Great Values ones were. I think they were 8. I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, here's our pizza. It does not seem to have as much pepperoni as what's on the package. So I'll try to rearrange this a little bit before I put it in the microwave. I will cook it for 2 minutes. I will add 10 seconds at a time if this cheese is not melted. It certainly seems to have more cheese on the package. But we'll see. Maybe this spreads out a little bit as it melts. Like I said, I've been pretty happy with some of the other Michelina's things, so we'll see. I will be back in about 3 minutes. Well, I need to let it rest. About 6 minutes. And there's our pizza. Look at that. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like this. Not even close. I was kind of excited, but what matters is how it tastes. So I got a knife. You can see there's little bits here that melted off onto the plate. So I brought a knife just so I could get it up and off this plate and slide it onto a cutting board. And there we go. So I have my Glad pizza cutter. I gotta admit, I'm not a big fan of tools that only do one thing in the kitchen. But this does a really great job, and it was only $1.50, so I think I can live with it. I mean, even my bread maker, I have a bread maker. It does multiple things, so it basically makes bread, but that's a little tough right there. It basically makes bread, but I'm trying to get some of that off of there. Well, we'll let the cat lick that later. Anyway, so I need a knife again. It basically makes bread, but it also will make pasta and just regular dough and all that stuff. Right, so just gonna sneak all this back onto the plate here so we can see what we're. Oops, and that was one thing I definitely wanted to check because the Great Value pizza, if you recall, had that foil crisping tray. So I'll try to put this back nicely. And so it did get a little crisp on the bottom, and I thought this is on a plate. It's probably just going to get soggy. And this is pre-baked crust, obviously, so there's a little bit of browning on here from when Michelina cooked it. I can just see her in her oven checking this constantly. It looks to be very kind of doughy because it cooked on a plate and there's no place for moisture to go. So, but we're just going to dive in and have a taste. It's all right. It seems to not have as meaty a flavor as the Great Value ones did. But it was only $1.17. It cooks in 2 minutes. Yeah, I honestly, the Great Value ones are the same price. I think I would go with those. I think the crisping tray makes a difference, and I think they just have more flavor in them. But if you see this and grab it, it's worth a shot. I think I have another one. I have another one in the freezer. I think I might try cooking it in the toaster oven and seeing if it's better that way. But it's in the microwave. It's just okay. It's nothing to get excited about. So I'm gonna go cook the other one in the toaster oven. We'll see how that turns out. All right. So this time we bake this in the toaster oven, and it looks like this. And look at that. Can you focus, camera? I got some nice brown bits here. A nice little puddle of grease. Of course, all of the pepperoni was frozen in the strip down the middle. So I've got to go get a spatula and get it out of this pan and onto a cutting board. And then we'll see what we think. So anyway, here we go. There we go. I was afraid, oops, well, get this guy out of the way. I was afraid it would stick in here. This is a pizza pan I bought at Aldi like 3 years ago. It has a nonstick surface, and it does pretty good. So usually I think I have to always grease those things, but not this time. All right, so it smells great. It smells really good. So let's go back with our Glad. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I do not work in a pizza shop because I can not cut up a pizza into equal pieces to save my life here. And you would think it would not be a difficult process because it's such a small pizza. All right, so we've let that cool a little bit. We can get this piece here. This piece seems to have a nice even pizza or topping ratio. And again, it's a little crispy on the bottom. The problem with the microwave was that this dough is not really great for microwaving, and the edges got very chewy and tough, and I ended up not eating them. But of course, and there's not a lot of rise to it at all. So it's almost like the kind of crust that we used to get on the school pizza at lunch. So anyway, we'll try it, see if this is better. That is much improved. Ignore this bit. Ignore this bit that says microwave in 2 minutes because it's terrible in the microwave oven. But in the toaster oven, at 420, I did 425. The instructions say 450. I have a convection toaster oven, so I always knock it down by 25 degrees. This is great in the toaster oven. Yeah, that's really good. So, much better. So if you try these, unfortunately they only do pepperoni, but if you try these, definitely do not microwave it. You probably will not be impressed. Give it a shot in the toaster oven. It's really great in the toaster oven.
And that's it, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. Links to free printable copies of any recipes here are down below in the show notes. Please like, comment, or if you'd like to see more of this kind of material, subscribe. As always, please stay safe, eat great food, and power to the proletariat. We'll see you next time.